Okay. Just to let you know, guys, recording has started. So this session is now recorded. So, guys, as per the agenda of the meeting, as per the discussion, we're supposed to start, and it's a fresh batch for a business analyst plus Salesforce business analyst. So, in this batch, we'll try to cover up the business analyst roles and responsibilities, the key performance indicators, the key responsibility areas, so that you would be able to, you know, understand and get the idea what exactly a business analyst in multiple domain works. And then we'll carry on with the Salesforce part as a tool, and then we'll carry on with the interview preparation and interview process. So before I, you know, start and give you the insight about it. So in fact, let me share my screen. Mm. Guys, I hope my screen is visible. You all can see my screen, right?
Yes, Rohit. Yes,
Yes.
Rohit.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great, great. So as per the topic of discussion, so let's talk about the basics and fundamentals of business analyst. So I would like to, before I get into the insight and before I let you know what exactly a business analyst, you know, does and work in a product-based company or a service-based company in different types of modules or domains. So I would like to understand your perspective. What do you think as a business analyst, the roles and responsibilities? And this question is especially to those guys, those people who have joined recently and who is going to, get onto it with a fresh batch. Not to the people who have already attended this session, because I know that you are already aware of it. Yes, guys. So, what's your understanding? What do you think the business analyst role is all about? Yes, guys. Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, so Rohit, according to my understanding, business analyst is someone who generate values by enabling change.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what my understanding says, Rohit, that business analyst is a bridge between company and client.
All right. All right. Yes. Yes.
Hi,
Yes, Ila.
yeah, what I think that it is the primary role is to understand the business problem and identify opportunity for improvements.
Okay.
That is
All
the
right.
bridge between business needs and the client, I guess.
ठीक है. All right. Hanji, Jagdish. Yes, Jagdish. If you're saying, we cannot hear you. ठीक है. Anybody else who would like to give us their insight and enlighten us more?
Business
Hello.
analyst,
Hanji, Vanshika.
business analyst is basically a person who makes easy for all the related persons in the company related to the product or service to make understandable things to the client and also to the stakeholders, maybe make it easy for them.
ठीक है. All right. Hanji, Suryansh.
Business analyst does understand business needs and analyzes the data and process.
ठीक है. All right. I mean, yes, guys. I mean, whatever that you have mentioned, in a high level terms, I would say in a vague level terms, from the very outer perspective, yes, this is what business analyst is all about. But yes, there is more and more and more to it, which we will try to make sure that we all have the understanding. Okay. So, guys, a business analyst, like someone has mentioned, who understand business problem, who understand changes, who entertain changes, who act as a bridge between the client and the company. Yes, this is correct. So business analyst is a person who, mediate the communication from business communication to functional communication to technical communication. Okay, there are three kinds of people who are there in the company. I mean, who are involved in this process. First is client. Second is, of course, the company owners, the senior management, and third is your project team. So you connect with client, you make them understand, you let them know what exactly is as is and to be product or service that you are offering, what they are rendering. Okay. So you are the one who understand their functional language. Okay. And accordingly, your senior management, they talk about the business goals. So that is a business language. So you converts that functional language into a business language you understand as a business analyst. You come to a mutual point, you come to a mutual ground wherein you can convert that functional and business communication or business language or business document onto a technical specification document which your project team understands, and vice versa. Okay, because sometimes your project team would say, your developer, tester, designer would say that Rohit, this is not feasible. This is beyond the limitation of technology obligation of our current technical specs or tech stacks. So we cannot do it. So you convert that technical communication onto the functional and business communication so that the product owners, senior management, and client, they would be able to understand, and with the alternative that you are supposed to provide to them, they would be able to understand that okay, yeah, this is and this is to be. As is का मतलब होता है कि this is in scope. In scope का मतलब होता है this is what we can provide now. And to be का मतलब होता है to be का मतलब होता है out of scope, which means this is what we will provide you or we may provide you by the end of the project, or let's say by with the successful delivery. So as is a web-based or mobile app, and then to be web-based and mobile app. So this is what business analyst is all about. Okay, high level, mid level, and low level. High level means you are involved in all the high level meetings, in all the scrum ceremonies, in all the project management, which is like daily scrum, sprint planning, sprint review, sprint retrospective. You are involved in project planning. You are involved in work breakdown structure planning. You are involved in initial RFI, RFP, and RFQs, which is request for information, request for proposal, and request for quotation with the client, which is initial requirement gathering. Then sprint wise requirement gathering. Then comes your sprint demo. Then comes your user acceptance testing, and then comes your delivery meeting, and then comes your final successful delivery. So you are involved in high level all the activities. Mid level activities, which is more or less like a product management, wherein you are involved within your project, within your team members, wherein you connect with them, you let them know that this is the sprint planning, this is the project planning, this is the product backlog, this is the sprint backlog, this is what we need to define the sprint. These are all the tasks, these are all the tickets, these are all the activities that we are going to perform. So that is your mid level role. And then, of course, the low level role, which is the day to day, which is also known as the process management. First is project management, high level. Second is uh, product management, which is mid level. And then it is process management, which is low level. So, whatever your daily tasks, whatever the daily documents, whatever the daily updates, whatever the daily escalations, whatever the daily issues that you are, you know, facing, verifying, validating, escalating, rechecking it, re-verifying it, and then resolving it. So that's what you do on a daily basis. Connect with your team members in terms of all the updates, in terms of all the escalations, in terms of all the estimated request or change request, user stories or issues or escalations. So that's what you check. So this is, from the, high level, mid level, low level. This is from the project management, product management, and process management. This is how you are involved in all these phases. Okay, guys, there is a product based companies, there is a service based companies. Okay. Product based companies, wherein, because I have worked in product based as well as service based. So product based में क्या है कि, let's say कि when I used to work as a product owner or lead, so I was, it was a product based company. Okay. So they had their own product, which is entire recruit. Okay. Entire recruit, it was a HRMS product, both web based and mobile app, which we gave it to the client. Okay. So we gave it to the client, and client was using it with their employees, with their end users. So it had four business drivers. That means four types of users they were using it: client, vendor, employee, and admin. So we have developed this product, entire recruit, and we have given it to the client. And the client, they started using it with the successful delivery. So this is a product based company wherein we have our own product. Let's say ki I along with you guys, we are 63 people here. So we all of us we said ki, yeah, Rohit bhai, let's do a uh, AI based interview support, web based and mobile app, so that we can help those people who are giving interviews, and via AI, the application, the tool will help the interviewee in order to clear the interview. तो मैंने कहा यार, it's a good idea. ये आजकल मार्केट में चल भी रहा है, and we have the open source, and we could make it hard coded, we could make it dynamic, so it adds as per the enhancement. So let's carry on with it. So all 63 of us, we sat together and we started building it. So now we have a product. Let's say, uh, let's say, let's say restart interview. Okay. This is the application. This is the web-based and mobile app that we have developed. So now we've gone to, let's say, a client. Okay. And client says, कि यार, I'm also looking, I am a education based institute, and I'm facing a lot of issues with my candidates who are not able to clear the interview. But I've seen your product, it is quite good. It gives very good answers, very scenario based answer, very practical answer, very ground level and real time based. So I would like to buy your product. So now we have the product, and we would do the complete design, development, testing, deployment for that client, education based restart institute. So we are a product base, and as per the client's expectations, as per the client's uh, customization, change request, uh, enhancements, I will develop this product. Okay, so this is product base. But now, in a product base, you completely give the complete suite, which is design, development, testing, deployment, post services, support services, customer services, tech support, and so on. Complete suite to the client. But when I'm a service based, it's as per the client's requirement. Okay, client wants ki, yeah, you are a service based company. So I need only development from your side. I have done the designs. and I have testers available and I can do the deployment, but I need only uh, development assistance or services. So we'll give development. Okay, we'll get the requirements, we'll get the design, and then we'll start the development. And once it is done, then it'll go for the testing to the client completely. Okay. Product-based company, they go to client and they approach the client, they propose to the client, and service-based company, the client comes to the service-based company. I had a job with, HCL, I get Global Solutions, IBM, Capgemini. So these are all big companies. So wherein they are into services. So I got the opportunity to work in multiple projects for software development, for ITIL, for consulting, for project management operations, and of course the software development lifecycle. Okay, so wherein not only I work with multiple projects, but I work with multiple domains as well. Okay, so these are product based and service based. So the way I want you to get trained and the way I, along with my trainer Akash, so we will make sure that you have the understanding that you worked in product based and you are in service based as well. As a business analyst, you know the complete software development life cycle. As a business analyst, you have also started, your career. I mean, you started working in multiple domains as well, like HRMS, e-commerce, BFSI, now Salesforce, and I'm also working on ServiceNow as well, which once your business analyst and Salesforce business analyst is done, then we'll carry on with the ServiceNow. But that is in tentative level now, as of now, I would say. But yes, by the time you are ready for the interviews, so you would be, clarifying and justifying and claiming that you are a business analyst in multiple domains, HRMS, e-commerce, BFSI, with the hands-on knowledge of multiple tools with Salesforce. Okay, guys. As of now, any question, any doubt, any ambiguity, any issues?
No,
Yes,
Rohit.
guys.
Hi Rohit bhai, Ashish here.
Yes, Ashish.
Hi. Rohit bhai, I just want to know from you that so what's the basic difference between this Salesforce BA in curriculum? I just wanted to understand. Is there any tool or technique or from a
Yeah,
plane that we guys are
देखो, check
given?
check it over here. These are all the roles that a business analyst performs. Okay. He's in
Mhm.
SDLC, he's in STLC, he's in multiple environments, local host, dev, testing, product, live environment. Okay. Different types of software development domains and team members. Okay. Agile and waterfall. So these are all the KPIs, key performance indicators of business analyst. And then there is Salesforce. So in Salesforce, Salesforce is a tool. It's more or less like a ticketing one, which handles all the CRMA, which is customer relationship management, analytics, dashboards, sales related, each and every reports, each and every database. So it works as a tool.
Right.
Okay. Trust me, Ashish. I mean, I mean, this is just the basic level that we are training you as of now.
Okay.
Okay. But yes, then it is Salesforce admin, Salesforce Lightning, Salesforce app builder, expert level. Then you would understand that how, beneficial it is in terms of monetary, in terms of package, and in terms of designation. Okay. तो yes, I mean, as a Salesforce ऐसा कुछ नहीं है आशीष कि HRMS बिजनेस एनालिस्ट कुछ अलग करता है, ई कॉमर्स बिजनेस एनालिस्ट कुछ अलग करता है, BFSI ई कॉमर्स कुछ अलग करता है, I'm sorry, BFSI business analyst, or for the matter of fact, Salesforce business analyst. It is just that key. These are just tools, these are just domains. Fundamental is a business analyst connects with client and company owners, checks out the requirement, ask for the expectations, create a document, pass it on to the Scrum team or technical team, and then work to and fro in order to develop the web and mobile app. एक मोटे मोटे लेवल पे आप ये समझ लो.
Right. Okay.
ठीक है. अब ड्यूरिंग द इंटरव्यू इंटरव्यू आस्क मी, यार रोहित तुम तो बस HRMS के हो, and I need a person who is expert level on aviation, और आपने कभी एविएशन में काम करा नहीं है, तो how would you be able to cope up? So I always answer in such a way that it becomes regardless, because I have the complete understanding of the fundamentals. I know the concepts of business analyst. I know how to connect with client. I know how to create a document. I know how to get the updates and create a uh, see change request or estimated request documents accordingly and pass it on to the technical team. So domain becomes regardless, and I'm sure with very bit of knowledge transfer within a week time, I would be able to manage and cope it up. So that's how I answer. ठीक है
Sure, Bhaita.
आशीष and
Yeah.
ठीक है. So now, guys, what do you think the understanding level in terms of project and product life cycle? What do you think? What is a project life cycle and product life cycle from the perspective of uh, software development? ठीक है क्या होता है? I mean, it's in front of you. Can somebody would like to pitch in and give us their insight? Ki how project starts, what actually happens, and how it gets delivered. I mean, from the high level, what is project and product life cycle? Yes, guys. Yes, guys. I'm asking, and it's written in front of you. You just need to explain it to me. लो, बड़ा कर दे क्या?
Uh, I believe it is a complete process of the software development, step by step, altogether.
Please carry on.
Yeah, I mean, like it's a complete software or product development life cycle. I mean, like it is just the way a recruitment life cycle works. Product life, software development and product development life cycle would have worked.
ठीक है. Uh, guys, have you ever heard about any phase? I mean, people who are from management or senior role, have you heard about any phase like a discovery phase in a project? किसी को पता है इस बारे में? डिस्कवरी फेज किसे कहते हैं?
नहीं रोहित.
Anyone else who is from management or let's say accounts manager or senior profile? ठीक है, not an issue. ठीक है. Usually when I used to work as a product owner, तो मैं discovery phase में भी रहता था. I mean, this is why I always say to you guys that you are also involved in the pre-sales part. So discovery phase होता है, let's say कि you all are my aspiring clients. ठीक है. तो I would do, initial sales and marketing, which is like digital marketing, organic marketing, LinkedIn campaigns, automations. I will call your receptionist, or I will call your executive assistants or personal assistants, so that because you all are using a product which I have created. Let's say you all are using HRMS, and there are a lot of flaws, a lot of ups and downs onto that current HRMS that you are using. And I have created over the edge robust automated system in terms of HRMS, which is which would be efficiently and effectively beneficial to you in terms of your business need or business targets. So you all are my aspiring clients. So in pre-sales, I am doing the organic initial marketing, sales and marketing, pitching, calling, so that I can get attention of yours. Now you check the initial proposals and then you say, out of 68, let's say six people or six client amongst you, they informed and they replied कि ठीक है रोहित, provide us more information. ठीक है, so now I have your ears, I have your attention. So now I will give you the as is statement of work, proposal, or initial business requirement document that I have created according to you. So this is known as discovery phase, wherein I connected with you. I checked out about your current HRMS or current product that you are using, which is subsequent to ours. And this is there is a document that I have prepared via which I can get more insight. Now you say, okay, ठीक है, I've checked the document. This is good to go. So let's carry on with the live meeting. Let's carry on with the live presentation. So there will be a business consultant or product owner or solution architect or development lead or business analyst or all of them together along with client's panel. So we would show it to the client in the live environment. Okay, that Mr. Client or Miss Client, currently you are using HRMS, which has just the timesheet and payroll. But since you are into staffing agencies, so we're gonna give you vendor management system, application tracking system, learning management system, shift scheduling, roster, and many more features. And of course, it is dynamic, so we can always work and entertain changes and enhancements. So this is what we bring into the table. Okay. So this is known as concept and initiation, wherein we collaborate with the stakeholders. Okay, in order to understand the business needs. ठीक है, इसमें दो point है. There are two kinds of stakeholders over here. ठीक है, first is internal, which is your project team, your product owner, your business analyst, your developer, your tester, your designer, uh, and your senior management. And then there is external, which could be uh, your clients panel. अच्छा, stakeholder, they are also those people जिसको हम silent stakeholder बोलते हैं, who are indirectly associated with us. जैसे कि the finance team, the HR team, the support team who are associated with our project, but they don't get onto the picture in terms of software development. So let's not carry on with that. So we connect within our team and we connect with the client. Okay, and we make sure that we understand what business requirement they are asking, as in the client are asking or expecting, and what we can propose. इसको हम कहते हैं request for information and request for proposal. Okay, that means I am requesting to the client to provide me as much as information. I am questioning to the client as much as probings and rebuttals so that I can get more and more. ठीक है, during the interview आपको ये question आएगा. You might get a question. ठीक है, Rohit, let's do one thing. I am the client. You are the business analyst. And this is the first time that we are connecting. And I am expecting you to build a, let's say, Ola type mobile application so that a rider and a passenger can interact and communicate via our platform or our mobile app. So ask me questions. तो इस तरीके की क्वेश्चन आएंगे. ठीक है, so this is where you need to understand the business need. ठीक है, अब if someone asks me कि ठीक है रोहित, ask me questions just like passenger and rider mobile app, just like Ola. So I will ask, the very first point would be uh, Mr. Client or Miss Client, do you have any referential documents, artifacts? Do you have any competitive analysis or market analysis? Do you have something in mind which is quite relevant and quite equal to your expectations? So you will say, "Hi, I'm looking for Ola app, just like Ola, but that will be only for the two vehicles only." I'm sorry, two vehicles नहीं क्या कहते हैं उसको, टू व्हीलर, यानी कि स्कूटी बाइक उसी के लिए ओला ऐप चाहिए उसको. ठीक है. सो आई स्टार्ट द वेरी फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. ठीक है. व्हाट वुड बी द ज्योग्राफिकल लोकेशन? सो you'll say, यार अभी तो उतना आई डोंट हैव द वॉल्यूम एंड रिसोर्सेज, सो आई एम ओनली लुकिंग फॉर नोएडा सिटी. सो लेट्स से कि इट इज अप्रोक्सीमेटली 50 kilometers radius. ठीक है. All right. So that means maximum ride would be 50 kilometers. ठीक है. Good to go. My second question would be, what is the scalability? What sort of, number of volume that you are expecting, at least that at any given point of time, these number of passengers and riders, they can use your app. So I'll say, yeah, I'm looking for 1,000. So let's say I'm going to give you 2,000 scalability. Then the third that I'm going to ask, I'm going to explain the business process. Okay. How a rider, how a passenger would actually use the process in the standard operating procedure in order to use all the features correctly and completely. So, of course, login and registration, of course, homepage and dashboard, of course, search and catalogs, of course, the uh, suitability and availability of the rider and passenger, as well as the vehicle choosing. Then, of course, the payment, then, of course, the confirmation, and then, of course, the ride is complete. Okay. So that's how you ask the question. So this is how you need to understand the business needs. ठीक है guys, first point में, because you need to define the vision and high level objectives, क्योंकि इसके बाद आपको फिर ना documents बनाने पड़ेंगे. ठीक है. Once you identify the key requirements and value propositions, then only you would be able to create a document. अभी तो आप planning of, sorry, someone was saying something. Okay. Guys, you can hear me loud and clear, right?
Yes.
sir.
Yes,
sir.
Rohit.
So I was saying कि until and unless you haven't cleared and understood the business need, you would not be able to go to the next step, which is planning, which is documentation. ठीक है. अब भाई आप कुछ चीजें समझ पाओगे तभी तो उसको नोट कर पाओगे. अब जैसे कि आई एम गिविंग यू सम सॉर्ट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन विच आई हैव. ठीक है. एंड आई एम श्योर a lot of you are copying it, lot of you recording it, lot of you are making a notes. So when you make these notes, these are the documents. So when you understood whatever that I am saying, only then you are able to create the document ना. ऐसा थोड़ा है कि मैं कुछ बोल रहा हूँ और आप कुछ नोट कर रहे हो, या फिर आपने कुछ सुना ही नहीं और बाद में कुछ और ही बोल दिया. तो बाद में जब आप वापस आओगे तो आई विल से कि मैंने ऐसा कब कहा था भाई. And believe me, guys, this is exactly happens in the requirement gathering. Hence the documents. Okay, that means client might, they are always in different kind of mood. Okay, they'll say okay yaar, why don't you look for a 300 kilometer radius. And when I say Noida is not more than 50 kilometers, no, make it 300 kilometers. And when the ride is going beyond 50 kilometers, which is out of the limitation of your technology or mobile app, then the client would say, yeah, why did you do more than 50 kilometers? Then you'll say, "Ki, I have told you." So this I have told you is a risk. So you have already created a document which includes the risk. That means if it goes beyond 50 kilometers, there will be an issue. So that you have already identified the risk and you have already created a document, you have already created a plan B, you have already created a query or a code which would help in these kind of scenarios. Okay, so hence the planning and backlog refinement, which means the documentation, is very much required. Okay, so product owner, he's the one who creates the product backlog. क्या होता है product backlog? ठीक है, product backlog is भाई product owner or business analyst, they have connected with the client. They have asked different sort of questions, different sort of probings and rebuttals in order to get the expectations. And then they have created a document. And via that document, they have created a different tickets in Jira, ServiceNow, Asana, Trello, SharePoint, Google Sheets, okay, whichsoever is the tool. Okay, they have created a number of tickets. Supposedly, they have documented Ola Uber like cab, and there are 100 tickets. So these 100 tickets created by the product owner is known as product backlog. यानी कि जब आप वो 100 tickets कर लेंगे, that means we are good to go with the live migration. And what is refinement of product backlog? It means कि भाई ऐसा थोड़ी ना है कि 100 tickets we are going to do in one day. We have to prioritize it. Okay, according to the urgency, according to the severity, according to the priority, I have to prioritize it in such a way that, okay, by 100 tickets, let's do one product backlog for 100 tickets, and let's create 10 sprint backlog for 10 tickets each. That means if there is one product backlog, then there are 10 sprint backlog with 10 tickets each. So now in one sprint backlog, we have 10 tickets. अब ऐसा थोड़ी ना कि एक ही दिन में हम 10 tickets कर लेंगे. One sprint backlog is equal to one sprint is equal to 1 month. Supposedly. तो एक महीने में हमें 10 tickets करनी है. That means 1 month we have to complete the 10 tickets, which means up in 10 tickets ko we also have to do the refinement. We also have to do the time estimation, resource allocation, task delegation, and ticket prioritization. Which ticket needs to be done first? Who is going to be the responsible one, accountable one, consulted one, and informed one? Okay, whose accountability would it be? By what time this needs to be done? What is the priority of the ticket? So that is what we call it as a backlog refinement. And of course, planning to hum karenge, which means uh, project planning, sprint planning. Project planning, say we have created product backlog. From product backlog, we have created sprint backlog. From sprint backlog, we are doing the sprint planning. And for the sprint planning, we have created the sprint. Okay. We created number of documents. Okay. Like user story, functional requirement documents, use cases, test cases, regression packs, release notes. So whatever that is, we've created the documents here in the second phase of the product and project lifecycle. Then, of course, the iteration and development. Guys, do you know what is iteration? इसका meaning क्या होता है? As in terms of software development.
Repetition of anything.
I'm sorry?
Repetition. Iterating
Yes.
something like
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
reoccurrence of it.
Yes, exactly. देखो एजाइल का मतलब ही यही है कि we are a iterative approach. We give periodic deliveries. We approach cyclic basis. यानी कि every sprint हम कुछ ना कुछ क्लाइंट को लाइव माइग्रेशन करते रहते हैं. और इफ नॉट द स्प्रिंट देन एवरी रिलीज, दैट मीन्स कलेक्शन ऑफ स्प्रिंट्स. यानी कि हर महीने, पहले महीने में मैंने क्लाइंट को बोला कि यार 3 महीने में, लेट्स से कि 3 महीने का एक स्प्रिंट है और फिर 3 स्प्रिंट का एक रिलीज है. तो मैंने कहा कि मिस्टर क्लाइंट, फर्स्ट आई एम गोइंग टू गिव यू लॉग इन एंड रजिस्ट्रेशन. सो दिस इज द आइटरेटिव. So for this login and registration, I have done the design, development, testing, deployment. अब मैं अगेन आइटरेटिव कर रहा हूँ नेक्स्ट मंथ में आई सेड टू द क्लाइंट दैट ओके मिस्टर क्लाइंट आई एम गोना गिव यू होम पेज एंड डैशबोर्ड्स. So that is again, I'm going to do design, development, testing, deployment, sprint by sprint, release by release. So this is iterative. So I am doing the again process, the sequential process again and again and again and again till I am done with the successful final delivery for the foreclosure. After that, I am only going to do the tech support and customer service. So this is iterative. Okay. So iterative development or iterative and development means every sprint basis or release basis, I am doing the design, development, testing, deployment, and providing the uh, uh, cyclic and periodic successful deliveries and sprint to the client. Okay, so then we start the development. Okay, suppose the development team by clarifying requirements over here, whatever the documents, whatever the sprint that we have created, I am going to groom it to the developers, testers, designers so that they would be able to understand from the tech specs perspective. Okay. Then, of course, the testing and validation. There would be a manual testing, there would be a automation testing. For functional features, manual testing. For non-functional features, it would be automation testing. So we are doing that. Okay. We have created functional test cases for manual testing and regression packs for regression testing. And then of course the release notes for the user acceptance testing. Okay. I'm sure a lot of you are aware of QA, which is manual testing and automation testing. But guys, what is UAT? What is user acceptance testing? किसी को कुछ idea है? I guess some QA is also there. So anybody who has any idea what exactly is UAT?
It is from the user's perspective, like the customers or the people who are using that particular software or something.
तो कब होता है ये?
जब वो प्रोडक्ट रेडी हो जाता है या फिर जब स्प्रिंट डिलीवर करते हैं उस टाइम पे.
नहीं, अगर प्रोडक्ट रेडी हो गया
When
तो
we
फिर
are
तो वो
about
लाइव
to
हो गया.
launch the product.
प्री लॉन्च या
I'm
फिर
sorry.
जब हम प्री लॉन्च करते हैं या फिर कोई स्प्रिंट रिलीज करते हैं उस टाइम पे
Yeah.
हम कस्टमर को दे सकते हैं.
ठीक है. Anybody else who was saying something?
I was
Basically,
saying
it
that
involves
when
alpha testing and beta testing to check whether the application or the product is working fine in the client system or not.
Uh,
it is done by client.
नहीं शिवेश,
It is
अल्फा और बीटा टेस्टिंग वो अलग तरीके की टेस्टिंग होती है भाई.
Okay.
Rohit,
जब
can I
हमारा
speak?
या प्लीज.
I was saying when like we are going to about to launch the product and at the time that the client represent himself as a user end user and check if whether it is it is workable or not and if the product is ready to launch for the users for the end users as well or not.
ठीक है. Absolutely. Yes, what all of you have mentioned, I mean in a way that is correct. देखो, when I used to do it ना, दो तरीके की UAT होते हैं. Two types of user acceptance testing. एक जो हम क्लाइंट को पहले ही एक स्टेज एनवायरनमेंट में या फिर प्री प्रोडक्शन या फिर प्री प्रॉड एनवायरनमेंट में हम कहते हैं कि जैसे कि टुडे इज व्हाट 5th of August. I have mailed, I have informed the client कि मिस्टर क्लाइंट और मिस क्लाइंट ऐसा करते हैं 7th of August को मिलते हैं over the online platform and the deliverables are ready and they are ready to get migrate in the production environment before it goes live. So client says, okay, ठीक है, let's connect there. So let's say if my mm, let's say my product is this Adobe, or let's say this one. ठीक है, let's say Yahoo. This is my product. So I am going to show it to the client in the production environment. That means कि this is how exactly it would look like. So in this meeting, I'll have my product owner, I'll have my BA, I'll have my senior management or CTO, I'll have my solution architect, dev lead, quality lead, and design lead. So we all are here from our company side, and there is a panel of client, 5, 6 people from their side. So I'll show Mr. Client, this is how the select all button would look like. This is how deselect all. This is draft. This is sent. This is how it looks like. This is how it works. So I am showing it to the client in a replica of a live environment, which is pre-prod, a production environment, so that client can also check it. So client says, "ठीक है, all right, good to go." So this is first UAT. This is one of that UAT which we show it to the client as a sprint or a release demo. Ab now client used to say कि यार Rohit create 50, 70 or 100 user ID and password so that I can distribute it amongst my uh, employees so that they can also do the user acceptance testing. And they can also give us the random and anonymous feedback that the website, the app, or the web based is working or not. So then we will wait. ठीक है, अब हम wait करते हैं till we get all the feedbacks, if it is pass, if it is fail. So whenever it is getting failed, we'll try to fix it up and we'll again ask the client to check it again. ठीक है, तो ये एक UAT होती है, यूजर एक्सेप्टेंस टेस्टिंग, क्योंकि client would also check it in their own manner before putting it in the live environment so that clients actual employees and customers they can start using the product in the live environment. ठीक है guys, did you get this point? Any question, any doubt, any ambiguity, any issues? Anji, yes, no, maybe. Anji, Gaurav. Yes, Gaurav.
What do you mean by pre-production environment? Is it something after development or before it?
Yeah, of course, after development. जैसे कि Rahul, are you able to see my screen? Rahul. Sorry, not Rahul. Gaurav.
Yes, yes.
तो environment का मतलब होता है ये URL. अब this URL, when I'm clicking on it and pressing enter, this is the live environment because I am using it as a customer. ठीक है? If a local host, ठीक है, database people, development people, they are using it, it would be like this. Local host. ठीक है? Dot. If developers, designers are using it, so it will be dev. ठीक है? If testers and BAs are using it, it will be QA or test environment dot. ठीक है? If we are doing it user acceptance testing or stage environment, or we are showing it to the client for the sprint demo, release demo, then it will be stage or prod or pre-prod. These are just those environments which I will let you know later on, via which we show it to the client. ठीक है? Otherwise, what will happen? It will happen that if I am testing it, someone from the local host, someone from the development, they have changed it, then it will also show it in the live environment. So that's why we have different environments for different type of people. ठीक है? You see here, different environments, local host, development, stage, production, and live. So this after testing, it could be stage, it could be production, it could be uh, pre-production before we put it on the live environment. So in stage, pre-production or production environment, we show it to the client and clients, they perform the testing, which is user acceptance testing. ठीक है? Gaurav, did you get this point?
Yes. Thank you.
ठीक है? Then comes, of course, the deployment. ठीक है, wherein once client says कि ठीक है यार Rohit, good to go, we have done the final, you know, user acceptance testing, we have assisted them in terms of release planning, we've ensured that the deployment should be smooth, they ask that our feedback is good to go, all the UAT is pass, is 100% clear, there is no bug, there is no issue, so you can start the deployment. So then we will migrate it from the production environment to the live environment so that clients, actual users, they can start using it. Okay. And then, of course, for the continuous improvement, with every release, with every sprint, with every epic, with every project, we do retrospective. Okay. Guys, just for the sake of meaning, just from the understanding, what do you think a retrospective is all about? क्या होता है? What is retrospective? ये word. Retrospective. हाँ जी. Anyone who has heard about? Yes, guys, please.
Sir,
Yes,
retrospective
Lucky.
means starting from a back date or
Yes, sir. Looking
looking
at the
from the
past, sir.
past, looking from the past point of view.
हाँ जी. Yes, Lucky. Please go ahead.
So looking at the past.
Once again, Lucky, your voice wasn't coming properly.
Yeah,
so
now
that
it's better,
we
sir.
can so that we can see
Yeah.
what went well and what didn't, so that we can in a layman term we can learn from our mistakes, and we can apply that on going for further going on in the project. It is a
ठीक
kind,
है.
it is a meeting.
Yes. Absolutely, Asta. हाँ जी, Lucky भाई.
Yes, looking at the past, sir, doing the corrective measures if you are lacking somewhere. So we do correct that by looking at the past, sir.
ठीक है. हाँ जी, वंशिका.
Whatever work we have done so far, we look into that, and we see what is good and what is right, and accordingly we can correct in the future retrospectively.
ठीक है. Absolutely, guys. Yes, what this is what it is all about. ठीक है. एक मैं retrospective का थोड़ा सा एग्जांपल देता हूँ. This is what we used to do it in ITIL. Retrospective ही कर देते हैं हम, लेकिन it is more or less like a individual retrospective. ठीक है. So I was into the change management and problem management. So especially in problem management, what happens is the cycle is first is level 1, then it is level 2, then it is level 3, which means first is service management, then it is incident management, and then of course it's a problem management. तो पहले क्या होता है कि एक इशू आता है, client says कि uh, client says okay, I am facing issue that particular location is not able to apply leave via leave management system in our HRMS. So this becomes a issue. This becomes a service ticket. So service management guys, they are checking it. But from the access level, from the device level, from the uh, credentials level, and forgot, or you know from the access, I'm sorry, authority level or admin level, they are not able to resolve it because everything seems to be fine. Then it goes to the incident management. They have checked it via a field executive going on to the location and checking it. They have checked it from the perspective of administration level, from the authority level, that why a particular location is not able to apply a leave. However, every other location is able to do so. And then it becomes a huge problem that it is not getting resolved. So for an alternative, they have given them manual way to apply for a leave, and from problem management, we have found the final resolution to it. So not only we have found it, we have created a knowledge base. The next time when this kind of issue happens, so we can go to the knowledge base or knowledge management, and we can type in for a particular issue and we will get the resolution. So this is known as individual retrospective. In the same way, when we are doing in the software development, we call it as a Scrum ceremony. We call it as a Scrum event. We call it as a sprint retrospective. जहाँ पे with every let's say sprint, maybe monthly basis or maybe epic basis, we are doing the release. So every release basis, we are doing the sprint retrospective. Maybe 1 month or maybe 3 months or maybe 6 months. So we are doing the retrospective कि भाई we can check कि भाई whatever the issues, whatever the challenges, whatever the frequent changes that we have faced, okay, did we apply the corrective actions that were mentioned previously when it had happened? Or if it is a new one, so we should learn from our mistakes, and we should make sure that whatever the good that we have done, we are following it, and whatever the bad that we have done, we should avoid it, or at least learn from our mistakes. So not only just we are discussing, we are also documenting it. We are sending the MOM. We are creating a knowledge management. The next time if it is happening, then we can apply and adhere to the corrective measures and actions that we have taken so far. So this is the retrospective that we do in order to get a continuous improvement. भाई एजाइल का मतलब ही यही तो है कि कंटिन्यूस ग्रोथ होनी चाहिए. बर्न डाउन चार्ट, बर्न अप चार्ट्स एकदम स्ट्रीमलाइन वे में अप या डाउन एक्सेस में चलने चाहिए. ठीक है. टाइम इज इक्वल टू वर्क. एक्स एक्सिस टाइम, वाई एक्सिस वर्क. तो वो टाइम और वर्क का जो ग्राफ है बर्न डाउन और बर्न अप एक्सिस में, ठीक है, इट शुड बी स्ट्रीमलाइंड. इट शुड बी एज पर द रेट्रोस्पेक्टिव दैट वी हैव डन. ऐसा थोड़ी ना कि एक ही दिन में 10 टिकट कर दी और उसके अगले 10 दिन तक हम खाली बैठे हुए हैं और फिर लास्ट के 10 दिन में हमने सारी 20 टिकट्स कर दी, तो हमने 30 टिकट्स कर दी. नहीं, इट शुड बी प्रॉपर स्ट्रीमलाइन वट एवर द प्लान दैट वी हैव डन. ठीक है. सो दिस इज व्हाट वी कॉल इट एज अ project and product life cycle. ठीक है guys, any question, any doubt, any ambiguity, any issues as of now?
No, Rohit.
No.
ठीक है. Yes, no, maybe.
No, Rohit.
No. ठीक है. Good to go. थोड़ा सा कम डाउनलोड करते हैं. Day after tomorrow when we connect, then we carry on with the next part. अच्छा, प्लान ऑफ एक्शन ये रहेगा गाइस कि weekdays में whatever the topics that I am covering, okay, from of course the management and functional perspective, आपने थोड़ा नोटिस किया होगा कि मैं कभी टेक्निकल में नहीं जाता क्योंकि आई एम नॉट दैट टेक्निकल, टू बी वेरी ट्रू. तो whatever the topics that I have covered from the perspective of functional and functional and managerial, Akash will be taking the same topics just as a doubt clearing, just as a revision, and just from the perspective of technical understanding, so that you would be able to understand it. Okay, so Avi, I have decided this plan of action, and I'm sure it will be feasible and beneficial for you till we start the Salesforce. Okay, so 1.5 में we are trying that we will cover the functional, managerial and technical skills, and next के 1.5 महीने में we'll start the Salesforce. ठीक है guys, good to go.
Right.
Sir, Rohit sir, is there any PDF or something like that जिसमें कि एक लाइन से सारे टॉपिक्स हों जैसे कि आप पढ़ाने वाले हैं, ऐसा
हाँ, तो
कुछ?
ये तो रहा.
ओ,
ये
ये
तो रहा.
आप प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं?
हाँ, तो I have already shared. If you want, I'll share it again. You can ping me personally, Asta.
रोहित,
हाँ जी.
मुझे ये चीज पूछनी थी आपसे कि जैसे आप सेल्स फोर्स के लिए बोल रहे हैं तो सेल्स फोर्स टूल पे तो आप नहीं करवा पाएंगे ना, बिकॉज
नहीं, टूल पे ही होगा. I have
अच्छा.
taken the tool. So, but that tool would not be available to you guys personally, but we will show it in this, shared forum.
तो सेल्सफोर्स का हम सिर्फ मैनेजरियल पार्ट ही देखेंगे, जैसे कि डेटा क्लाउड हो गया, बाकी क्लाउड
हाँ
पे, या फिर हम कोडिंग वाला पार्ट नहीं करेंगे ना?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, कोडिंग वाला नहीं, वो ऐप बिल्डर है वैसे, उसमें वो भी ले रखा है मैंने,
अच्छा
लेकिन वो थोड़ा
अच्छा,
ज्यादा टेक्निकल हो जाएगा स्टार्टिंग लेवल के लिए।
ओके, कूल।
ठीक है, ठीक है, alright guys, I'll share the recording right away in your WhatsApp group respectively, and we'll connect with the consecutive topic day after tomorrow, Thursday. ठीक है guys, good to go.
या
Yes, Rohit.
परफेक्ट।
Yeah.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Rohit.
ठीक है, alright guys, once again thank you so much for your time. Stay safe and be
Thanks,
safe,
Rohit.
and you're welcome, you're
Thanks
welcome.
for
Take
being
care
with
guys,
us.
have a great day and good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, great,
Okay, Rohit.
welcome guys.